Always tracking, always alerting. This is Storm Team 8.
Good afternoon. That wintry mix has arrived right on schedule, and we're starting to see this system play out just as expected. So most of us have completed that conversion over to just plain old cold rain. It's not necessarily a nice day, but it's not the worst for traveling as long as your windshield wipers work well. Heading down through Chicago, though, we still have this steady plume of moisture, and you'll notice that we're continuing to see this moisture rebuild along the lakeshore and push into West Michigan. So I can't really track a back edge to this. I think the FUTURECAST is going to do a much better job of showing you when this moisture finally leaves. And I wanted to zoom in here because you can see where that freezing line is. So we've been watching it all morning and we've started to see it migrate up to the north. So right now, areas that might still be seeing a little bit of that mix at the surface, if not snowflakes, is Fremont down through Newaygo, up through White Cloud and over through Big Prairie. Heading over towards places like Rockford and Greenville, you can see that we've got some slugs of heavier moisture. And again, that's continued to transport and glide up along some of that colder air. So that's going to be unloading snow in places like Mount Pleasant quite a bit. Meanwhile, the rest of us dealing with this widespread gray skies through the day today, and it's looking like Thanksgiving Day itself is going to be more of the same. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if some of our roadways stay wet over the next 24 hours because even Thanksgiving Day, we're going to have some lingering drizzle. So today, a high barely climbing to 40 for most spots, but hey, at least it's above freezing so we can keep those roadways at least just damp instead of slippery. And overnight tonight, our temperatures are going to continue to stay above freezing. So that's the good news here. FUTURECAST, start to see that shield of moisture slide out overnight tonight. So if you're traveling at any time this evening, you do want to plan for some of those rain showers. Again, if you're heading off to the south and west, there's a good chance that you can pop out of them a little bit faster. Once we get into Thanksgiving Day itself, notice that lingering moisture, lingering cloud cover, probably going to be seeing some drizzle and mist peppering in throughout the day. And then once we get to Thursday evening, we should start to see a little bit of a break before another round comes at us for Black Friday. So snow FUTURECAST again, just to recap, a little bit of accumulation if you're headed from Big Rapids over to Mount Pleasant. And then once we get to Thanksgiving Day itself, really clear conditions through most of the nation. Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade volunteers are going to be dealing with a little bit of scattered rain in New York, but our area should be for the most part dry. Again, get ready because once we get to Black Friday, all those shoppers head outside. They're going to be dealing with another rain-snow mix round. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have some soggy shoppers here. It's definitely going to be a cold day with our highs stuck in the 40s. And if we look at that long-term forecast, it looks like those warmest days are still only going to be topping out in the 50s. So we've definitely entered in to late November, and the weather's finally cooperating for us and with us, giving us those late November type conditions. Now, I do want to let you know that if you're worried about travel, we're fully staffed today. We're going to have more meteorologists in, of course, at 5 o'clock this evening, again at 5:30 and 6, and then tomorrow morning if you're leaving early. Again, it looks like the system's departing, but we start bright and early. 4:30. I should say dark and early because it's still quite dark.
It's very dark.
And like you say, as long as you have working windshield wipers, it should be fine.
Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, most Michiganders should be okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ellen, thank you.